What's shaking, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Gardner Oat, founder and CEO of GEMS Intercontinental, an abbreviation for Gardner's English Mastery School Intercontinental, where we speak English the practical way. So allow me to welcome you to your spoken English journey. And remember, this guide is specifically designed to help young adults, professionals, students, and entrepreneurs improve their English fluency through real-life practical topics you will actually get to use every single day. So forget about the boring textbooks for a minute. This is English the way it's meant to be learned, naturally, conversationally, and relevant to your lifestyle. So in the next 3 months or so, you will learn how to express yourself clearly and confidently across common life situations, from business meetings and online dating sites to casual chats and customer complaints, you name it. So let's dive in. Now, I've prepared detailed slides on everyday conversations, and for this particular segment, I'll be giving you 10 phrases that you can use whenever you are getting to greet someone naturally in English. So without wasting much time, let's get to the first one. Now, hey, how's it going? This is a very relaxed way of asking someone, all right, or asking how someone is. Okay, so you get to use it with friends, classmates, colleagues, or anyone you have a casual relationship with. So remember, you need to put it out in a friendly tone, smiling face. All right, don't forget the smiling face, and most importantly, make sure that you have a mid-pitch. So a quick example here is, hey, how's it going? And maybe your friend on the other side will be like, not bad, just been super busy lately. All right, let's get to the next one. Hi there, long time no see. Now, this simply means, all right, is a greeting for someone you haven't seen in a while. In other words, just like I have put it, it's a greeting for someone you haven't seen in a while, and you get to use it, in reunions with friends, old schoolmates, ex-co-workers, all right, family, friends, people that you haven't met after a long period of time. And as soon as you meet them, then you strike them with this particular phrase, which goes a long way to make sure that the conversation has been fruitful. Right? So you say it using a surprised or a cheerful tone. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Hi there, a long time no see. And they'll be like, I know, it's been months. Okay, so try it out. Let's get to the next one. What's up? Or sup? It's like a casual way to say how are you, or what's going on, or what's happening. And you can use it with close friends, whenever you're in relaxed situations. Okay, and most importantly, whenever you're trying to avoid using formal, all right, the formal language, or rather formal discourse. Okay, whenever you're in business contexts, here and there. So you can always rely on this particular text, or rather this particular phrase, to do what? To break the ice and make sure that that conversation is smooth all the way. So make sure that you use a very casual tone, number one, and sometimes you can actually nod your head, right? Just to make sure that you get to achieve the objective of this particular phrase. So it'd be like, sup? Hey, what's up? Okay, and they'll be like, all good, just heading to the gym, all right, or just chilling, nothing much. Well, let's get to the next phrase then. Hey, you look great today. So this particular phrase is a greeting with a compliment, in other words. Okay, so you say, or rather you greet the other person on the other hand, and you actually hit them with a compliment, straightforward, and I can guarantee you, what a way to break the ice and just make sure that you have that smooth conversation. So you can you can use it to lift someone's mood, or whenever you want to break the ice. So it is great for lifting someone's mood or breaking the ice, and you need to say it with a genuine and cheerful tone. Remember, genuine and cheerful tone all the way. Make sure that you make eye contact. It's not very important, but just for the purpose of achieving the objectives of this phrase or greeting, and then you can lock in the eye contact and just make sure that the conversation builds up in a very, very unique way. So I'll be like, hey, you look great today. And I'll be like, oh, thank you. So try out this phrase one of these fine days and you'll thank me later. Let's get to the next phrase. Good morning. How's your day starting? This is a very polite, warm morning greeting. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. And you can get to use it at work, with clients, teachers, or anyone you want to show respect to, right? And immediately you get to meet somebody in the morning, then you can always rely on this particular phrase. You need to say it with a calm and bright tone, especially when you are meeting them for the first time in that day. All right, maybe it's been a while since you met them, so make sure that you use that calm and bright tone. So, hey, good morning, how's your day starting? I'll be like, pretty smooth so far, hope yours is going well too. And that's how you get conversations starting. That's how you greet people in the morning. Right, let's get to the next phrase. Hey, it's good to see you. This is a friendly, heartfelt greeting that you can get to use when you are meeting someone. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be to have taken a long time before you get to meet. You can actually get to use this anytime you're glad to bump into someone, okay, casually or professionally. You can use it in both contexts. So you make sure that you use a warm tone. Number one, you smile. Make sure you smile, and possibly you can actually give them a handshake or go in for a hug. Okay, yes, just to make sure that interaction is as light and as smooth as possible. So they'll be like, hey, it's so good to see you, and they'll be like, you too, it's been a while. Right, try that out and give me some feedback. Let's get to the next one. Yo, what's going on? Right, so this is a very informal and trendy greeting, as you can tell, just the way I've put it out. And normally you get to use this with close buddies, whenever you're at parties or maybe you're at chilled environments. Okay, and remember, it's not very appropriate for work or elders, people who are a little bit older than you. You'd prefer to use a more formal way of greeting them. Okay, so if at all you have friends, buddies, people that you like to hang out with, then this is your go-to phrase. You'll be like, yo, what's going on? You'll be like, yo, just vibing. Try it out and give me some feedback. Let's get to the next phrase. Now, hi, how have you been? It's a very polite way to ask someone how their life has been recently. Of course, bearing in mind that you haven't, been meeting for a given period of time. So it comes out as being genuine and very intentional. You give them a platform to get deeper, right? And give you more information, or rather more insights about their life and what they have been doing lately. So you're like, hi, how have you been? And make sure that you use a neutral to a warm tone. A neutral, warm tone. Neutral, warm tone. Keep it neutral, keep it warm always. So, hi, how have you been? I'll be like, good, just busy with work and life. Work and life can be overwhelming sometimes. So make sure to throw in that phrase to break the ice. Now let's get to the next phrase, which happens to be the last phrase that I'll be giving you people today. And definitely I should be seeing you in the next segment. Hello, hope everything's good with you. Or rather, hope everything is good with you. It's a very gentle and respectful greeting, Whenever you meet somebody, it could be in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or most probably you haven't met them for a while, So be like, hello, hope everything is good with you, So you can actually get to use it in a professional setting, okay? Whenever, you you are getting to type or write emails, you use it in email openings, or with acquaintances, acquaintances. These are people who you like to refer to them as friends, right? And remember, you need to put it out in a calm and slightly formal tone. Don't be too serious. I mean, you don't want to come out as being too bossy, with this particular phrase. So be calm and slightly formal, right, if need be. So you'll be like, hello, hope everything is good with you. And they'll be like, yes, thank you. And you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I actually have a quick bonus for you people, simply because you've been awesome learners. Now this is the last phrase. Hey there, everything all right? Hey there, everything all right? I mean, just from how I have put it out to you, it's a very caring and casual greeting. And often when someone seems a little bit distracted or stressed, then you can get to throw in this particular phrase. Just as I told you earlier, it is very intentional, very deliberate. Okay, so if someone looks down, quiet, or you just want to check in on someone, you'll be like, hey there, is everything all right? Right? I hope everything is all right. And on the other hand, they'll be like, yeah, just had a rough day, but thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, man. And remember to always put it out in a soft tone, so that you can show empathy, so that you can empathize with the other person. On the other hand, empathizing with someone means putting yourself in their shoes, right? So you also don't want to have a lot of energy or rather a lot of adrenaline while using this phrase. Okay, ask them in a very soft tone to show empathy, and give them a chance to give you quick feedback. So, hey there, is everything all right? They'll be like, yeah, just had a rough day, thanks for asking. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much from wherever you're watching me, from all these corners of the world. Remember, this is James Intercontinental, an abbreviation for Gardner's English Mastery School Intercontinental, where we speak and learn English the practical and conversational way. So can't wait to see you on the next episode. Thank you for making time, and bye bye.